Welcome, everyone. We are happy to see all of you joining us today to participate in Safe Soil. My name is Joyce, and I am a volunteer with Conscious Planet and the Safe Soil movement. In today's session, we will provide updates and share Sadhguru's journey, as well as discuss what you can do this week to participate in Safe Soil and answer any questions you may have. This will take about 35 to 40 minutes. We hope you will stay with us. Some of you may be new to the Save Soil movement, so we will begin with a brief introduction. Save Soil is a global movement to save our soil from extinction. We want to bring about national global policy changes to revitalize the soil and maintain the soil's content with 3 to 6% organic content. You may be wondering, what is soil extinction? What do we mean by organic content? Let's watch a quick video and learn more.
We are talking about climate change, carbon emissions, and global warming and various other aspects. But we are not addressing soil. Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. Once there is no richness in soil, then you have forsaken the planet in many ways. Every responsible scientist in the world and the UN agencies are clearly saying we have only 80 to 100 harvests left. That means approximately 45 to 50 years of agricultural soil left on the planet. By 2045, we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. Civil wars will unfold across the world once there is food shortage. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Why is soil becoming extinct? Where is it going away? What is happening to our soil? We must understand, if you add organic content to sand, sand will turn into soil. If you remove all organic content from the soil, soil will become sand. In normal agricultural soil, the minimum organic content should be between 3 to 6%. The most minimum is 3%. At least this minimum to keep the soil alive, to keep the soil as living soil is a must. Agricultural soils across the world, the depletion is so heavy. In most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate one orange in 1920s, what you got from it, now in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. It is this magic beneath our feet which has produced the life that we are. This first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me.
We have to begin to recognize that what we call our soil, Mother Earth, is a living organism.
Open soils, ripped open by plowing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. We must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. Many global leaders and influencers are already participating in the movement. Be a part of this and let us make it happen.
From my part, as much as I can contribute.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
And saving the soils.
Our future, our children's future, and our planet's future depend on it.
Save the soil.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
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 And as many of you are aware, on March 31st, Satguru started on a 30,000 kilometer, 100-day motorcycle journey, beginning in London, and it will be ending in South India. During this journey, he is meeting with global leaders, influencers, decision makers, and the citizens. We would like to share a few highlights from the journey so far.
It's a great pleasure for me. These beautiful Caribbean nations are going for this first.
This memorandum of understanding that we are signing, it will also bring some technical assistance to the Caribbean region.
This is a historic moment because here is the first step to turn around.
You are probably one of the most famous Indians, and what you're doing today is really important because people like you who have a wonderful following of millions and millions of people, and what you're doing with that is so important with saving the soil.
If you want to say, I love you to your child, you must just say save soil, because it is a more committed way of saying I love you.
Every single one of us needs to get behind this really, really important mission.
It's an extraordinary campaign. It echoes what we in the Commonwealth have been aspiring to do for a number of years.
Next 100 days from 21st of March, we want the whole world to talk about soil.
It is not about the motorcycle, it's not about the journey, it's not about the song, it is about moving people on the planet. Yes. Make it happen, huh? Make it happen!
Nobody spoke about soil like Satguru does.
I think if we all contribute, then we have a really strong voice.
There has been so much excitement and everybody is so excited to hear Satguru.
This is our time on the planet. What we do here is our business. Let's do the right things.
I honestly didn't feel a part of the movement before, obviously. I'd never met him. Seeing what kind of a following he has and how impactful it is, I really feel like I just joined a global movement.
Graffiti artists supporting this Save Soil movement, wanting to inspire the youth, and youth being the major population in most parts of the world today, all graffiti artists, to whatever walls that you have, make sure that you use this. One of the most beautiful cities of Europe.
It really resonated with me, the message that we have to save our soil.
It's our common issue together. It's not for one nation, for one person, but we as people have to unite and to solve this.
This is a celebration of human beings coming together to do what they need to do. Had a wonderful meeting with the Agriculture Minister of Slovenia. All of us have been part of this destruction. The only way is all of us become part of the solution also. Riding on to Italy. Italy is raining heavily tonight. We are in Venice.
So it's like a wave of hope.
It's necessary for the future.
Over 2000 years ago, this Eternal City made the mistake of over-farming the region, and the erosions that caused did tremendous damage, and that was also the fall of the city at that time. So, the Romans of today should never make that mistake once again.
And we are very happy that we are aligned in our message to really high the profile of soils, and we believe that is very much needed.
Young people getting into farming is very good. That's the future of the world.
Thank you.
Here we are in Geneva.
I think it's a message of urgency, but it's also a message of hope. So I would really like to thank Satguru for his leadership.
The global movement led by him addresses the soil crisis by mobilizing people around the entire world.
It touches your heart, you know, and his message is strong.
This massive fountain in the Lake of Geneva is lit up for Save Soil today with Save Soil colors of blue and green. You cannot stop this. The moment is on. It's going to be on till the policies are done. See, when people want it, it definitely will happen. There's no question about it. Tell me, will it happen? Huh? In this cold, slippery road and winds are picking up speed, no matter what the hell, I have to keep going. You think this is a problem? Relentless commitment to what you do. That is the only solution. Save soil, let's make it happen.
We already have one action, which is an MOU to be signed between Isha Foundation and 4,000 Initiative Soils for Food Security and Climate for cooperation in achieving our objective of creating a healthier soil.
We were just sharing exactly the same objective.
increasing carbon content in the soil.
I'm really humbled by your campaign, Satguru. What you are doing is really impressive.
First, I would like to thank Satguru for this campaign. I'm quite amazed and thrilled by it.
I was very honored to be on the stage and be able to actually express that his mission is what we need.
It's fantastic. France has been great. Well, Brussels.
Let's put together and work on a common message for all to save a resource that determines our future. Save the soil.
We should all stand up and make the most impact we can to create a real change in the world.
Get the bottom!
And then a smashing evening at the main event. And a super enthusiastic crowd committing themselves to make this happen.
It's heartwarming to see everybody come together.
Save soil, on the move. Let's make it happen. Just look up the news and see in the last 4 months, how many governments have started talking about soil because they see it's picking up momentum. But if you create 3 to 4 billion people talking about soil, that's it. That will be the main conversation in the government.
Save the Soil is a very important movement that we support as UNCCT. We would like to propose to the world to do whatever they can to protect the soil, because it is our future.
Save soil, let's make it happen.
I need someone to show me the way. I need someone to show me the way.
The education ministry in Germany has now come into the picture officially and asked all the children to do artwork to support Save Soil movement. Good, Arjun, wonderful. Congratulations that you wrote to the Prime Minister.
Let's make it happen!
So, on the way to Bratislava, well, the road surface is not great, too many puddles of water, so can't maintain very high speed. It's great that all of you are here in Bratislava. Nobody ever imagined 100 years ago that we will have to save soil of all the things.
Thank you for coming to Slovakia. It's wonderful, and I'm very happy that with your campaign.
Would you like to come in the kitchen and cook with me a little bit?
Why not? Without soil being rich, food won't be rich. Without food being rich, our bodies will not be a full potential. What do you call it?
It's a Satguru salad.
Table 12.
The old heroes always built something which stands up like this, but the new heroes are those people who will nurture the soil which always lies beneath our feet, never stands up. Oh, this wonderful city of Belgrade, the UNFAO said something which really deeply hurt me, is the soil that we are consuming right now belongs not even to these little children, belongs to the unborn child. This is an expression of our love and responsibility for our own lives and the future lives.
I love the message that he sent and how he broadened it, that it's everybody's responsibility.
I think there is a great potential for a good collaboration, partnership with the campaign Save Soil, and what we are doing as a government. We can make it together.
It's very important bringing a certain sense of love and celebration towards the land that we walk upon.
It's just after noon, but temperatures are around 2 degrees, morning it was below zero. Not a weather for motorcycle for sure. Going from Sofia to Bucharest.
Organize yourselves whichever way you want, form groups, come together somehow and see this happens.
Satguru reminded me that I have a voice.
The people from Istanbul were really amazed by Satguru to appear, and they were just so happy to see him.
This many people, if all of you are committed and you spend 15–20 minutes a day to enhance the message, I think I don't have to go on riding like crazy. Yesterday I rode 18 hours, can you believe this, through Bulgarian roads?
His honest expression of his wisdom and love for humanity, I think.
He's been riding through very, rough terrain, rough roads, dusty construction sites.
It was a long drive and we were getting a little late for the live event at Tbilisi.
He, right at the end, maybe 5 minutes before the event, decided that he couldn't stop for a break.
In the traffic, he was just removing his jacket and gloves and throwing in the car just to make it on time.
The whole purpose of this moment is to bring this home, that when you walk upon the soil, you know it is the source of your life. Keeping it alive is the most important thing. Will you make it happen?
It's a gift from God for the people, for the earth, for the soil.
We must save the soil, we must plant the trees, we must replenish the forests, we must save our planet.
Wonderful, thank you so much for standing up for soil.
يا تربة الحبيبة وعدا منا وعهدا والعهد لن يخيبا.
Right now, soil has turned into sand because we pulled out all the organic content. We are taking the life out of the soil. If we don't put that back, all the other concerns which are important to be attended to, but none of them will matter.
This is not for us, this is for him and his generation, hoping that they would have a better future with a better world. Save soil.
Here in Palestine, wonderful to be here.
I salute you and I respect your initiative and my full support of what is needed from the Palestinian side to support you.
The most important thing is we must keep our lands alive for future generations, because that is a fundamental responsibility we hold for our children and future generations beyond them.
Well, it's very important. I can tell you as a motorcycle driver, I also like motorcycles and it's not easy. This guy is devoted, and this is what makes him so impressive and so… he touches people.
when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to soil, when it comes to soil ecology, our national borders mean nothing because microorganisms operate as a global system. People are talking about doctors without borders. I'm asking you, are you beings without borders? Are you a life without borders? The only way we can see the continuum of life process is that it has to be addressed globally. Implementation has to happen on the land, and land is not managed by scientists, land is managed by farmers. So it's extremely important. It must be a single point agenda, incentive-based agenda. If inspiration, incentives and disincentives after a certain period of time is the way forward, this is my appeal to every one of you, because I don't want this COP15 to end as one more convention with more paper and more paper. This must end with concrete action, and action in such a way that it's implementable.
There is no word to describe what Satguru is doing for us.
If we want to see everybody prosper, it is so important that each of us do our part and raise our voices.
Save soil!
Save soil!
Let's make it happen!
The Saudi Arabia as a kingdom, since 1970s, converting deserts into fertile lands has been quietly happening. Other countries which have fertile lands and actively working to turn them into deserts, you must put them to shame, it's very important. In so many ways, we have found the differences between each other in terms of nationality, race, religion, caste, creed. If we act as one humanity, in the next 10-15 years we can turn this around.
بالعربي أنقذ التربة لنفعل ذلك على أرض الواقع بمبادرات عملية وجادة ملموسة الأثر. أنقذ التربة save soil.
We are very glad to have Satguru in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
You are capable of looking beyond your immediate well-being and doing something in the world that is worthwhile. Right now, this is not even about generosity, this is about survival. Save soil, let's make it happen. Thank you very much.
You know, the most important thing of what I have learned from him is that the most important thing is to live in harmony and peace within yourself.
انقذوا التربة and save soil.
40 minutes past midnight, just another maybe 30 kilometers to the Emirates border, UAE border. It's been a long drive. Totally 930 kilometers today we're doing. Well, UAE has become, an airline hub and a shopping hub and other kinds, but nobody imagined it could be an ecological hub.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Satguru, on this wonderful journey. The UAE is partnering with you on Saved Soil, such an important cause.
Simply amazing. As you can see, the public and decision makers have been overwhelmingly welcoming to the Save Soil movement and Satguru. And no matter where Sadhguru is or how difficult the ride, he always takes time for the children with a huge smile on his face. The most recent event in Dubai was the largest attended thus far, with over 10,000 participants. The excitement and energy was palpable in the live stream. If you missed it, you may view it under the events tab on the Save Soil website. Volunteers will put a link for the toolkit in the chat for you if you don't have it. Now, today is day 64 of Sadhguru's journey, and he is going to attend the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. This is huge and very important, as the Safe Soil movement directly connects with what is being addressed, the key topics that are being addressed this year at the forum. Now, afterwards, Sadhguru will continue his journey on the motorcycle to Muscat, Oman. Then Sadhguru will be entering India for the final leg of the journey. So while Sadhguru is doing everything he can do, we need to do what we can do to maximize the impact. We would like to highlight how you can participate this week. I'll share my screen. So one thing that is happening this week, you can see on the Save Soil Walkathon website, there are volunteers throughout North America and Latin America that are planning on Father's Day weekends to host walkathons in over 60 cities to raise awareness for Save Soil. So the volunteers will post the link for the walkathon, the Save Soil Walkathon, in the chat, and you can use it to locate a walkathon near you. You can check your state. This is being updated daily, and look for a walkathon that you would like to attend. Here's one that will take place in Tampa, Florida. A person is interested, they have all the information, the dates and time, they can register. If they are unable to attend and wish to make a donation, there is that opportunity also. I would like to highlight a particular supporter this week. As you know, there are many, many supporters of the Save Soil movement, but I want to focus on the experts in the field of science and soil. And because Sadhguru's journey is taking place outside of the USA, a lot of attention in Europe and Asia and so forth, some may be led to believe that the soil crisis is overseas and not in America. But I would like you to take 10 minutes of your Earth Buddy time and listen to an interview with Dr. Richard Cruz from Iowa State University. He does a superb job of highlighting how the Save Soil movement is impacting the United States. So take some time and check out Dr. Cruz. Volunteers will post the link in the website. Additionally, if you're not already an Earth Buddy, you can sign up and encourage others to do so also. We want to continue to communicate with our leaders. Now, you may have already written a letter to the President of the United States if you're in the US, but there is a new letter available. And as you know, you can customize it with your own name. And copy the letter and insert it in a contact form. You'll have to fill that out. And then you may insert it here and it will be signed by you. Now, some important changes to this letter. It now contains Sadhguru's three-pronged strategy to encourage our global leaders to take action. And to help them take action, it also leads them to the Save Soil handbook. Now, you also and other influencers can take a look at the Save Soil handbook, which is also available on this website. You simply need to scroll down from the soil tab, and you will see here the handbook, and you request to view the handbook. And it contains information that guides and advises different policies in different countries. So please take the time to look at the Save Soil website by accessing it using the Save Soil toolkit. It is updated regularly and will keep you informed with information and updates. So another thing that is happening in our cities, if I could come back now. Another thing that is happening in our cities, there are local iconic light ups taking place. Yesterday, Niagara Falls was lit up with the blue and green colors of the Save Soil movement. And tonight at sunset in Tennessee, 2 bridges will be lit up in blue and green. And on May 29th, I believe, in Canada, there will be a building lit up also in blue and green. So be looking in social media and in your Earth Buddy updates so that you can follow these events. So what you want to do is keep up on social media, be relentless, like Satguru is relentless. Continue to post. The volunteers can share with you different ways in which you can post on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and so forth. You want to continue to follow the events because that shows your support. And you want to communicate with others, amplify the message. If you have any questions, I'd like to take them now. You can type them in the chat. Someone is asking, what is MOU? It is a memorandum of understanding between Satguru and the different countries to support Save Soil. Shobana is asking, I tried sending the letter yesterday, but was not able to send. It kept saying no more than 2,000 words. Already given letter. Okay, I would try that again, but we will share your experience with the central teams. Okay. So if there are no other questions, we want to thank you for taking the time to be with us today and participate in Save Soil. We ask that you continue to do so. We will meet again on Wednesday, May 25th at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And we will continue to meet each Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, as well as Sundays at 2 p.m. Central Time. And we will provide updates and activities regularly. And continue to check the website. It is constantly being updated with more information for you. We would like to close with a very exciting, beautiful video from the lighting up of Niagara Falls. And thank you for being with us today.
Come awake. Hey, hey. Come awake before it's too late. Come awake. Hey, hey. Come awake right now. We need a change. Just imagine your body falling weak, losing your voice, unable to speak, watching your mother cry and scream, save our soil, a call from within. Let's come away. Let's come away. Let's come away. Let's come away. Let's come away.